2021. I hope everybody's doing well out there. I hope life is good. Yep, yep. We're getting closer to Thanksgiving. For those of you that celebrate, happy Thanksgiving. Of course, we're not celebrating the genocide of the Native Americans. At least I'm not. I hope you're not either. Let's not do any of that. Let's all be nice. Let's all be kind, and let's all be thoughtful, okay? Let's be thankful for what we have. Let's be thankful for what's coming in the future. Let's be positive. Yes. Okay, so I'm Jamie Zebra 23. Welcome to the Sunday Messages. This is the Sunday Messages, not to be confused with the Tarot card of the day. The Tarot card of the day for November 21st, 2021 is already posted. If you guys want to check it out, it's posted on my Jamie Zebra 23 channel, my Jamie Zebra 23 Tarot channel. Yep, yep. Also, I've got weeklies, monthlies, dailies that I do, pop-up readings that I do on all three of my tarot card channels. Jamie Zebra 23, which is the channel that you're on right now. Jamie Zebra 23 Tarot, which is my second channel. And Missing in Action Tarot, which is my third channel. Yep, yep. Some of you get confused and you're like, Jamie, I can't keep... So that's why I'm saying this stuff. All right, so... I always start with a prayer card. I do this every time, so I do repeat this 3 times. So if I sound like a broken record, that is why. So also the Sunday messages are intended to be positive messages, but occasionally a negative message may come out. I'm still going to give you guys whatever message that may be. I'm going to be using several different decks. You guys know how I roll. All right, so if you guys are new to this, you know, if you're new to all of this, tarot or Sunday messages or anything like that, this is not to replace you guys from going to church. I'm not taking anybody away from their church or their place of worship. That's not what I'm doing. These are just Sunday positive messages. That's all. So you can do this alongside with. This is non-denominational. This is for everybody. So, you know, view it if you want. If you don't want, you don't have to view it. Nobody's holding a gun to your head, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get started. The 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my forehead with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my forehead with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Through Jesus' name, amen. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my forehead with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Through Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so I do that every week. I say it 3 times. I feel like I got like a piece of hair or something. I don't know. That was hot. Whoa. Okay, so cards. Which cards to start with? I don't know what to start with. Okay, I think we'll do these. So we're going to do the Doreen Virtue Archangel Oracle cards. Yep, yep. Okay. All right, so let's see. For the collective, what do they need to know? For Sunday, November 21st, 2021, what does the collective need to know? So we have gentleness, Archangel Sandalphon, Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. So some of you may be going through a spiritual awakening, or you're overly sensitive, maybe due to a heartbreak, maybe due to something else. Maybe you have something that other people want and you're prey, basically. People want to prey on you. So it's saying just be careful with yourself. Watch what you say. Watch what you do. I'm also getting a strong energy of watch your alliances. Who are you talking to? Watch what you say to them. You've got snakes in the grass. You've got hidden enemies. There could be people that like are literally screenshotting your conversations and sending it to someone else. What? What is it? That's right, Alligator Boy does live in the swamp. Oh, you're so smart. Okay, you have to go sit down so I can do this. Remember, we talked about this. Okay, so yeah, so some of you need to maybe rethink your connections. Who are you talking to? I wouldn't invite these people over for dinner if I were you. If you already have, lie and say you moved. Yeah, we moved. We don't live here anymore. Keep the lights off. If they knock, everybody duck. Because you watch your alliances. So you might be getting entangled with somebody really like dark, really low vibrational. Okay, now let's see what else. What other messages? Life review, Archangel Dreamiel. Thank you, Archangel Dreamiel. Take an inventory of your life and resolve to change. So very important. When I just closed, I see purple. I just closed my eyes and I saw a bunch of purple. That's the crown chakra. That's your psychic ability. That's your yeah, that's your divine connection. So some of you, your third eye and your crown chakra are very much open. So if you are getting information, you're not crazy. You're just, you're aligned. You're getting divine information. Okay, so life review. Take inventory of your life. What areas can you change? And resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Guys, I'm going to give you examples of things when I do my readings, when I do my, whatever it is that I do on here. Literally, I had an epiphany a few weeks ago that I have trust issues. And for all of you that are watching, you're like, Jamie, you just figured that out 3 weeks ago. We've been watching you for 6 years and we know you have trust issues. No, I didn't know. So I had an epiphany. I'm like, I think I like cut people out of my life, and I think I like block numbers and block people and abruptly like end relationships because I got trust issues. They're like, you think? So I went on Google to confirm this, okay? So I went on Google to, I typed in my symptoms, and yeah, it said I have trust issues from trauma, from childhood. But then I was like, wait a minute, I was never beaten as a child, and I was never, essayed, actually, like nobody ever did anything to me. So I was thinking to myself, like, a child abuse is reserved for those things. So I cannot put myself under that. So I thought I was wrong. No, neglect is child abuse. Being deprived of food, clothing, or shelter is, no, you have to turn that down, please.
I turned down.
Thank you.
Look, I want to eat that. I want to.
Can I have that for a second?
I want to that.
You can't have music, copyright strikes. Remember, we talked about this? No music, no sound, please.
I know, look, I want to that.
Oh, you made it into a blender? There's like a little app where the kids can cook Chinese food and like put things in blenders and mix it up. These apps now for kids are so amazing. So I did not consider myself under the category of CB. You know what we were just talking about?
I want to get.
Oh, so I did not put myself under that category because I didn't think,
I took it out.
Yes, I thought that this was like a badge of honor, or like, when I say badge of honor, I mean like a flex. Like, I'm so independent, I can go without food for 3 weeks. I can live in a house with frozen pipes. I made it, I made it out. So in my mind, I'm thinking that this is a flex. Like, I survived all of these things. I'm like so strong and so tough. I can do everything all by myself and depend on nobody. And let's say I didn't have, I could still survive. I can survive starvation. I can survive. So all these years in my mind, I'm thinking it's a flex, and me not trusting people and keeping people away from me, I'm thinking that's a flex. I'm like, I'm smart, I'm savvy. I keep everybody away from me because most of them are probably gonna hurt me. So I better keep them away. Okay, so my epiphany is I'm wrong.
I don't have one.
That is not a flex.
Hotel 6.
What?
I don't have one to that Hotel 6?
I mean, if we go on a trip and we could probably order some. But I don't think they provide it over there. You're right. They don't have like an orange juice machine over there. I don't think they do. Next trip we'll see. Next time we go on a road trip we'll see. Okay?
Hi, Mom. Someone said down there on Hotel 6 is some sign you don't have orange juice.
Aww. He said next time we go to Motel 6 they're gonna say, sorry man, we ain't got no orange juice. They might say that. Always so funny. Okay, so I was thinking that it's a flex to, to be like that, but that's wrong. No, please. So I was thinking it's a flex, all of these things. So basically, I realized I have trust issues and I've done exercises for the past few weeks to help myself with this. I'm like openly and actively meeting new people over the internet, of course, not in person. I'm quiet. I'm vetting them out. I am saying hello to strangers. I'm doing lots of things that I would not be able to do. Also, it's actually boosted my self-esteem quite a bit to know that there's that I have trust issues. So I'm actively working on this. So I do feel like for some of you, maybe you have something in your life, an area in your life that you could be working on, that maybe you need to review. Put that back, please. You guys do know I have children. So just bear with me if this is upsetting. You're more than welcome to click off. You need to put that back, please. Thank you.
I want to eat that.
Okay, that's for Thanksgiving. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, just put it on the table. Thank you. Don't open that. Please don't open that.
Oh, no.
Okay, let's see what else. He's got a frozen pie crust, the 2 Pillsbury pie crusts. Because it's got a picture of a pie on it, he thinks that there's pie in there. He thinks that there's a cherry pie in there. It's just the pie crust. Okay, sensitivity. Archangel Haniel, you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Okay, you have to let me do this. You have to go sit down. Go sit down, please. Put that down and go sit down. Remember we talked about this? You're going to be a good boy? Okay, so you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. So you guys need to honor yourself and your feelings right now. Again, this is also saying about be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. Okay, guys, I'm going to go get everybody settled. I'll be right back. I don't know how to splice videos together, so that's why I'm doing it this way. I will be right back. Just a moment. I am back. All right, I'm back. Hi, everyone. Okay. All right. So he settled in with a movie. All right. Let's see. So what other messages for the collective? So you guys need to be sensitive to your energies. Also, if there's something up with you, walking up and down the stairs. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, so if there's something that you guys need to change in yourselves, you need to get on it, like soon, and not wait. And then we have outdoors, Archangel Jophiel. Thank you, Archangel Jophiel. Go outside, get some fresh air, connect with nature. Relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. So I think we pulled this card a few times before. Not this card, but maybe a card similar about going out in nature. And then we have career transition, Archangel Chamuel. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So for some of you, you have a life purpose that you need to fulfill. So if you guys are feeling triggered into maybe changing your career or expanding or looking into something, looking up something, an idea, or working on it, being proactive, it's saying that this would be a good idea. All right, so we're going to move to another deck. I myself personally, if I ever, you know, see something about myself or notice something about myself, or even if somebody else brings it to my attention and it's not out of envy or, you know, jealousy, if it's not something like that, I resolve to change those things. I always have. So I noticed a few years ago I had a bad attitude, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to change that. That's not right. So now I purposely, like, consciously am aware of what I can do and what I can be as far as that goes. So I try not to be cynical. I try not to have a bad attitude. I try to be as respectful as possible all the time, so that I'm not, you know, burdening others with that. Because even though it's even though it was a me thing, I don't want to make other people feel bad. Like, that's not my goal in life, is to, you know, make other people feel like, if somebody encounters me, I don't want them to be like, wow, that was the worst experience of my life and she's so mean and she's so rude. Like, that's the last thing I want. And I know you guys are like, why do you care? Because it's a vibration. It's a collective. I feel like we can all set the tone for things. So let's say that there's a coffee shop, and you walk into the coffee shop and it's the first order of the day, and the barista is there, and you berate the barista, or you burden the barista, or you make the barista feel bad. How do you think she's going to act towards the next customer? You just ruined her day. You just ruined her day. And now she's probably going to be energetically carrying that dark energy to all the people that come in afterwards. That's why anytime I go to a place and I notice the cashier or the waitress or the waiter or whoever is kind of like having a bad day, I try to compliment them or say something funny to try to kind of offset, because I'm thinking to myself, wow, the people that came before me must have been really rude. Of course, that's not always the case, but I always like to do it that way. Even if I like go to like a restaurant and someone's kind of giving me an attitude, a waitress or a waiter, I just kind of study it to kind of figure out what's going on. And it could be maybe people weren't tipping. You know, people live on tips. You have to tip. So if you guys are going out there, if you can afford it, please tip, because people need that. That's how they support their families. I don't know about anywhere else, but I know in New York State, I think that waitresses were getting paid $3.75. At least when I was a waitress, that's what waitresses were getting paid. So, I mean, I survived on my tips. That's how I paid my rent, was on tips. I don't know how much it is today. I hope it's more than that. But that's what it was, you know, back in the 90s. All right. So anyway, so just be nice to people, because it carries a vibration. All right, so for the collective for Sunday, November 21st, 2021, for Sunday, November 21st, 2021, Golden Mirror, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. So some of you have a narcissist coming your way. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but with this Golden Mirror, a narcissist will mirror you. I pretty much, you guys are all in my business. You guys know what goes on with me, you know. So quickly about the narcissist. So you guys know I encountered a crazy, stalking, psychotic narcissist back in 2019. I posted the receipts. I posted videos. I've shown proof. This guy told me, okay, so this guy was like, over the internet, he goes, I just love tarot. I love everything about it. Oh my God, tarot is my life. Then he was like, I hate tarot. I don't know anything about it. I used to watch your videos just to look at you. Like, I don't even know anything about tarot. I really don't believe in this stuff. It's kind of against my religion. Wait a minute. The whole premise of you talking to me was because you love tarot. But see, that's what narcissists do. So it doesn't have to be tarot. Let's say you like football. What a narcissist will do is they'll learn names of teams and colors and then contact you and act like they love football. For some of you, you might think, well, isn't that nice that they're taking an interest in what? No, they don't No, this is all to give you a facade. They mimic you. They want to mirror you. So let's say that you are, you know, a Trump supporter. Let's say they're not. They'll say that they're a Trump supporter, and they'll even, they'll do it. And then, like, as soon as they feel comfortable enough, they'll be like, oh, by the way, I never liked Trump. I hated Trump. Well, then why did you do all this? It's sick. Or they'll be like, yeah, I'm a Catholic. I'm a Catholic. Then 6 months later, they're going to be like, oh, I'm not a Catholic. I'm an atheist. Where did you get the idea that I was a Catholic? Where'd you get the idea I was a Trump supporter? Where did you get the idea I like tarot? It's kind of weird. I don't know what that is. Wait a minute. For the past 6 months, you've been saying you love it. So some of you have this person coming along. This could be somebody from the past, or this could be a new person that's skipping along to come meet you. Okay? Self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship. Give me, give me, give me. Me, me, me. Love bombing. You're the love of my life. You're everything I want. We like all the same things. I just want to marry you. I want to be with you forever. Future faking. So some of you have this about to show up on your doorstep. So beware. Beware. You know, it's really difficult because it's really hard to tell with narcissists, because this is how, so when it comes to like a man pursuing a woman, typically this is what a man does though. They swoop in and they're just like, hey, I like you. Let's go out to dinner. I want to be with you. So that's where it gets a little tricky. I mean, of course, women can be narcissists as well. I mean, of course, but so it's a little tricky because you don't know, are they like being nice because they want to date you, or are they a narcissist? So the best bet is to really test these people to see if they walk the walk. Because if they're really interested in you, they'll walk the walk. So if this person is like, yeah, you know, I want to wine you and dine you. If they wine you and dine you, then they're probably telling the truth about things. Like if whatever they say they're going to do, if they do it, that's usually a good sign. But if somebody's, but then not doing any of it, not one thing, that's a, you know, they're probably a narcissist or a pathological liar. So it's either or. But you guys have a narcissist coming your way. Just be careful. Now let me see what else. What else? What else for the collective? What else do they need to know? The same card. Golden mirror, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Here they come. They're coming, guys. Buckle up. If you guys have never been with a narcissist, buckle up. It's life-changing. I was dealing with a narcissist for 55 minutes, and it like turned my world upside down. I was like, what is this demonic, robotic creature that is stalking me? What is this thing? What is it? Because it was just like they were, for those of you that follow my channel, you know, you guys already know what I'm talking about, but literally I saw this guy's eyes turn reptilian. It was like the bottom part of the eye and then the eyelid all closed together. I don't know how to explain it. So it was like this part went up halfway and the top went down halfway. It was, I don't know how to explain it, but I just saw like a demonic evil energy, and I was just like, I literally felt nauseous. I felt sick. I felt drained, and I just had to go. I had to get away. I was like, something's wrong here. Something's wrong. And it's all well documented on my channel. When this happened, all of it. You guys know the whole story. For those of you that are new and don't know the story, maybe it's better if you don't. It's bad. It's bad. It's really bad. All right, so anyway, for the collective. Be careful. Run. If you even suspect somebody's a narcissist, it's better just to run. Just get away. Block their number. Don't give them an explanation. None of it. Seduction. Attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. So some of you may have a narcissist headed your way that's already in a third-party relationship. So just beware of that. This person may be telling you, oh, we're separated, or oh, we're married, but we don't sleep in the same bed and we haven't touched each other in years. Yeah, right. They're every night. They're probably working on another kid or vow renewals. Don't believe it. It's a narcissist. Just run. Now let me see what else. My channel is not for kids, so just please. No kids. Okay, palm tree. Stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. For some of you, this is what's drawing the narcissist to you. Narcissists tend to not be with people who they can't gain from. They have to gain something from them. So for some of you, what you provide is stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. This is what they want. They want to use you. That's why this person is attracted to you. This is why this person is drawn to you. They see that you have something to offer. All right, and then you have engagement ring. Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. And then you have the chaser. Chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. So for some of you, maybe you're coming across as broken, as a damaged person. And that's why this person would like to either trap you with marriage or promise you those things because they know that you've got a fear of abandonment. All they have to do is, just feed you one time. You're like a cat. You're like a stray cat. All they got to do is put food out one time and you'll keep coming back. You'll just keep coming back. They can do whatever they want to you because they feel like you're damaged. Let's say you are damaged. That could be something that you could be working on? Is that something that maybe you could take some self-inventory and work on now? Maybe, possibly. So if you know that this is fitting your description, work on it. Or not. Let me see. Let me pull one more. One more. Self-indulgence. Focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. So literally, some of you need to not be magnets for these people and you need to work on yourselves. Love yourself. So the same kind of happy feeling you would get if you were in a relationship, you should have those feelings for yourself. So if you feel happy and giggly and fun, and you should have that on your own. You don't need a man or a woman to bring that out. Love yourself, dress up, take care of yourself. So if you had a boyfriend, how would you be? If you had a girlfriend, how would you be? How would things go? Would you go to the movies? Take yourself to the movies. I remember before I had kids, that's like one of my favorite things that I would do is go to the movies all by myself, and I would like watch 3 or 4 movies. Of course I would pay for them, but I would just make a movie day, and I would just like eat popcorn and hot dogs, and yeah, and I would just go from movie to movie. I mean, my ex-husband is like, really? That's like your best memory of before, with my first husband, the one I have my oldest child with, he was like, that was your best memory? It wasn't me and you. It wasn't like us hanging out and us dating. Your best memory was going to the movies alone? I mean, I have to say, yeah, I had a lot of fun in my video games. I mean, he's great. Oh no, he's probably watching this. I'm not just saying this because I think he's watching this, but no, seriously, my first husband is probably the nicest, most moral, kindest person I've ever met to this day. He's still a good man. This guy is just, and I've said this so many times on my channel, so I'm not just saying that because he might be watching. Like literally, this guy taught me right from wrong, and I'm not even kidding. Like the family that I grew up in, I definitely had a warped sense of what was right and what was wrong for sure. And when I met him, he's like, oh, you can't do that. I was like, why not? What's wrong with he's like, because of this, this, and this. Because it's not no. I'd be like, really? He's like, yeah, really. So like this dude like literally taught me morals. And I know you guys are like, how did someone teach you morals? He did. Because I literally didn't know. I didn't know I was doing anything wrong. And not in a narcissistic way about him. No, he like was literally, hey, like, what you put into the world, you're going to get back. So be nice. Think about other people, like that sort of thing. Be considerate, that kind of thing. Because I was a little bit bratty. As I had mentioned before. I used to be a brat. But that was then, this is now. Okay. So, but yeah, very, very good man. But yeah, so back to what I was saying. So whatever you would do if you were in a relationship, you can still do if you're single. So if you guys happen to be single, you can still treat yourself to a movie, to dinner, go to an event. You can still go with friends. If you don't have friends, go with your family. If you don't have family, I don't know, make a sock puppet and take the sock puppet. Whatever you need to do. So now we're going to do the chakra cards. Okay. for the collective for November 21st, 2021. The chakra cards, Okay, for the collective. I think we got forgiveness the last 2 times. You need to make space in your heart. Some of you need to make space in your heart. Yeah. Oh, goodness. This is going to be a lot. Soulmate. Some of you, your soulmate is coming or your soulmate is here now, and you guys might miss out on an opportunity. Somebody's been hurt before, and their heart is just closed off to love, romance. You don't want to let anybody in. If you guys forgive whoever hurt you, you'll make room in your heart for more expansion. Your heart will be able to grow and heal, and you'll be able to allow this soulmate to come in. So I just feel like for some of you, you might have reoccurring thoughts coming in your head. That's what I'm getting. Reoccurring thoughts of what happened. What happened? Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I can't believe they did this. Why did they do this? I feel like for some of you, you need to, if you keep having those thoughts, you need to say, you know what? Yes, that happened. Yes, I was a victim. Yes, somebody hurt me. My heart is broken. Yes, I've been through a lot. Yes, I'm grieving. But you know what? I'm open to new experiences. I'm open to new love. I'm open. Just because that happened with this person does not mean, it's not a guarantee that it will happen again. I mean, it's not a guarantee it won't happen again. There's my trust issues creeping back up again. Hi. Okay. So just because it happened before does not guarantee it's... This is sage, by the way. Sage is for cleansing. It's sage. You light it on fire and smoke comes out. And that smoke that comes out is cleansing. I'm not doing anything bad. It's sage. Nobody get upset. It's to cleanse the space. If I don't state the obvious, I'll have people spreading weird rumors. Speaking of rumors, real quick, and then I'll jump back into this real quick, clear something up. So, as you guys know, I have a lot of siblings. Yeah. I have 7 brothers and 3 sisters. I do. I live far, far away from my siblings. So I literally see my siblings maybe once a year, once every 3 years. Some siblings I've not seen in 10 years, 15 years. Okay? Some siblings I'm closer to than others. I have a fire sign sibling, a boy, that loves to make up lies and spread rumors about me. I don't know where this is coming from. I don't know why, but that's like his favorite pastime. He sends men to my inbox. I don't know why he would do that. And then I have to block these men. I don't know why he's doing that. I don't know if he's making like side deals, like give me cigarettes and you can have my sister. I hope that's not what he's doing. I mean, I hope not, but I sometimes wonder. Then he like literally tried to hook me up with a friend of his. And I'm like, I'm not looking for a boyfriend, and certainly not one from this area, and certainly not one with those habits. But thanks anyway. So for those of you that are watching and lurking this video, and my brother has sent you to watch my videos, because that's what they say when they inbox me. They say, oh, your brother sent me your way, said that we probably would make a nice couple. I don't know any brothers who care for their sisters that would do something like that. So it's probably best I see him only once a year. He knows nothing about me. He's literally never even been to my house. We do live far away. That could possibly be why. He doesn't know anything about me other than when we see each other once a year and I say hello. So if he sent you to my videos or to my channels or to my DMs, I'm not looking, I'm not interested. I'm much older than my younger brother. So all of his little friends are his age. What would I be doing with, like, I'm a grown woman. No. So I'm not sure what's going on, whatever he's told you, or whatever deals are, or whatever. No. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to know. I don't care to know. Just no more, please, please. Or if anybody else makes up rumors, if anybody's making fake profiles of me, if anybody makes a fake profile claiming to be me and they're talking to you, like literally talking back and forth, make sure you FaceTime me. Make sure you FaceTime them. And if you don't see me, then it's not me. Don't allow phone conversations. It's got to be FaceTime or video chat. I just want to tell people that because there's a lot of internet scams that go on anyway. But then I have my own family members who do these kind of things. So I just want to make sure that, you know, in case I don't know what's going, if this happened to you guys, what would you think? I mean, I don't know what he's saying, but I'm assuming it's nothing good. Contact my sister who's got a child that's basically the same age as the men that are like, what? What? Okay, so anyway, so some of you need to open your heart to love. You need to trust people. Oh, but basically the reason why I mentioned this is I've got trust issues. I got reasons why, but I'm trying to work on them. So for some of you, you need to forgive and forget. It's saying that maybe the worst is behind you. It probably won't happen again, what's already happened. So it's just basically saying, like, look on the bright side. Let's say it does happen again. You're stronger now, and you could probably see the red flags, and you'll probably be able to avoid some of the toxic situations that you had in the past. So it's best just to forgive. If you have reoccurring negative thoughts about things that have happened to you in the past, you might want to say, you know what, I'm forgiving the situation. That does not mean that the person who did this to me is off the hook. This does not mean I want to repeat with them. This does not mean that I condone their behavior, but I'm going to forgive them so that I can be released. So some of you need to forgive to expand. And then with this vanity and this trickery, some of you feel like if somebody's very attractive or successful, that there's no way possible that they could want to be with you. For some of you, you base everything on this. Like, oh, that person works out, or that person's handsome, or that person's beautiful, or that person's, you know, successful. They could never want me. They would never go my way. That's a part of your, that's trickery. That's mental games. That's, you're hurting yourself. This is self-sabotage energy. Now, some of you, somebody doesn't like you because of your appearance. They gossip about you. They lie about you. They make things up about you. They play tricks. They pull nasty tricks. They try to mess up your life because they're envious about the way you look. Either your station in life or your appearance. Somebody's very angry about this, so they lie. They make things up. They say hurtful things. Some of you, due to people bad-mouthing you in the past, you're very guarded. You know, you can still make a friend just because your other friends or just because your other acquaintances stabbed you in the back does not mean that everybody else will. So you guys really need to put this into perspective. But as I was picking up in the beginning of this video, I do feel like for some of you, you do have somebody around you that is a gossip, that is trying to stab you in the back. So just be very aware of this. This could be a Cancer, because I was getting when I was opening this, was it this? Some deck I had Cancer showing. I don't know if it was before I turned on the camera. Yep, Cancer, yeah. So, yeah, here it is. So for some of you, it's a Cancer that like secretly hates your guts and they're like gossiping about you to other people or they're trying to set you up in some way. So you guys just need to be careful. Okay, release, impartiality, and miracle. So some of you, the universe is testing you to see if you'll release this negative person and stay away from them, back off from them, limit what you say to this person so that a miracle can occur, because they're not going to give you something good just for someone to hurt you or squander it away or something like that. So just be careful. Some of you have a really kind nature and some of you don't realize how easy you are to manipulate, or that people don't like you generally. They just want to use you for whatever you may have. And I know I just told you guys to trust people and now I'm saying that. You still have to use discernment. So you still have to learn how to trust people, but you also have to use discernment, okay? You trust people, but use discernment. Get it? Like, just... Yikes. All right, so I know this came with a box. I don't know where it is. I don't know. Someday I'll find it. Okay. So now let's use this. Okay, for the collective, for Sunday, November 21st, 2021. For the collective, what do they need to know? What do they need to know? What is it? Jupiter. So some of you may have, wherever your sun sign is placed in Jupiter and Mars, that's where you guys need to focus your energy. If you guys have your sun, your moon, your rising as Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius as air, you could be affected. I also feel like for some of you, you might have your heads in the cloud right now, but also for some of you, it's like you're battling too. It's like I want to be in a dreamy, a dreamy state where I just lay around and I fantasize. And then for others, but then on the other hand, it's like, man, I got to get things done. Whoa, I just wasted 1 hour fantasizing about my crush. I need to get up and work. I need to get up and go. What am I doing? Oh my gosh. Or maybe you guys are spending time on the phone talking to somebody long distance. But whatever this thing is, some of you need to get up and go. Get things done. Now let me see. There could also be a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius that's kind of sizing you up. And they're wondering if you are a little bit too emotional for them. A little bit too dizzy for them. They're wondering if you could be grounded enough. Also, there's a Taurus for some of you that's watching you, that's paying attention to you. This Taurus, let me see. And an Aries. There could also be like a third party situation with an Aries, Taurus, and a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Okay. I feel like Taurus, Aries cusp. I'm picking up Taurus, somebody who's on a Taurus, Aries cusp. Let me see. Gemini, this person is two-faced. This person plays a lot of games, doesn't know which way to go, or they flip sides a lot. That kind of is like with this Jupiter and this Mars energy. This is somebody who's like not balanced. This is somebody who flips from one extreme to the other. Let me see why that's significant. Why would that be significant? Something. Okay. Why would this be significant? What is this pertaining to? Why does the collective care? Let's see, what is this pertaining to? Okay, this person's going to come in and cause conflict. This person wants to cause conflict because you're moving on. Whoever this Taurus is, Gemini, or also some of you are a star or people are paying attention to you and this person does not like it. You guys are slipping away from them. You're getting out of their grasp. They want to hurt you because of this. They feel like you betrayed them by moving on and living your life. So now they want to betray and hurt you. Yikes. This is somebody who has crazy thought. What'd I just say? This is somebody who has crazy, because this... all of this right here, this is somebody who goes from one extreme to the other. So it's like, I'm going to let them go. I'm letting them go. I want nothing more to do with them. How dare they walk away from me? How dare they walk away from me? Maybe I should go to their house and, screw them. I don't want anything to do with them anyway. They weren't good enough for me anyway. This is all the things that are wrong with them, and I don't care. But then it's like, you know what? I think their face would look prettier if I carved smiley faces all over their face. Or carved my name in. Like, just... whoever this person is, it's like they flip back and forth. They're angry because you're out of their grasp. This could be the narcissist that the cards were talking about earlier. Usually this is like a narcissist thing. Like you mistreat somebody, they walk away, and the narcissist is like, how dare you walk away from me? You were supposed to put up with my abuse and my lying and my delusions. You were supposed to just put up and shut up and take it. So whoever this person is, they're really mad at you right now. I always intend for these messages to be positive, but some of you don't poke the bear, and this person could be like right around the corner lurking. So just be careful, waiting for you to say something or do something to really push them over the edge. Just be careful. You got a loose cannon. Taurus. Okay, let's move on to a different deck. let's move on to the life purpose cards. All right. Oh, wait, no, these aren't life purpose cards. These are something else. This is some other cards. Oh, it's these cards right here. Oh, no, avalanche. Avalanche. Oh, no, no. No, don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. It didn't fall. Messages from your angels deck. Okay, so for the collective for November 21st, 2021. Okay. Like as I'm shuffling, I'm getting this energy of like somebody watching like really angry. So I don't know if they're watching me or if they're or if this is like symbolic of someone watching someone else, but I'm getting like this real strong feeling of like envy and jealousy like welling up. Like this person wants to like throw their device through the air. They're like looking at you, or maybe I'm picking up the energy of someone looking at me right now. They just want to throw the device. I don't know why. It's like giving me the energy of like strong like envy and anger and like someone like I feel like fiery like anger energy. So somebody's like really envious of some of you out there, or they're watching you work, or this could be a coworker, but I'm just getting the feeling that somebody's like watching and angry, like really angry. Let's see what that card is that just flew. I don't want to bend over and risk skin showing because I know people will get upset. Oh no. Oh God. Okay. That could have been bad. That could have been bad. Oh hell. Oh no. Okay. All right. So back to this. Okay. Archangel Gabriel. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So if some of you want to work in communication, you call upon Archangel Gabriel. Say, please, Archangel Gabriel, please assist me with what I'm trying to accomplish. Please help me to fulfill my goals. Please, God, please, angels, you know, through Jesus' name, amen. Please help. However you pray, however you want to do it. If you're feeling insecure, so for example, you guys know I'm going to say I had social anxiety because ever since I had the epiphany that I've got trust issues, I all of a sudden don't have social anxiety anymore. And I know you guys are like, Jamie, what? What now, Jamie Zebra 23? What? You're cured? I think I don't know. I don't have social anxiety anymore. So I think I'm cured. I think. I mean, I still get a little nervous. So like for the reason why I'm saying this is because like literally all over the 6 years, I will have bouts where I feel like nervous to go on camera. Like where I'm like about to record and I'm just feeling like I'm scared. I'm a little bit nervous. So for some of you, if you're feeling like me, like, I don't know, what if I freeze up? What if I don't know what to say? Do it. Archangel Gabriel, give them the strength to do it. They can do it. They can do this. You got this. You can do this. Can do it. So don't let your insecurity stop you from your life purpose. So we're not doing that anymore. We're going into 2020 where we're going to live our best lives, where we don't give a damn whatever anybody thinks of us. We're going into 2022 knowing we got this, knowing that we're going to be successful, knowing that we're going to be financially stable, knowing that we're going to live beautiful, happy lives. That's what we're going into 2021 as. Or I'm sorry, 2022. That's what we're going in as, right? 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 All right, Rosetta. You have a gift for working with young people, and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching, or parenting children. So some of you, if you're like wondering, how did I get these? That's your punishment. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Maybe some of you are meant to have a daycare center. Maybe some of you are teachers. Maybe some of you are a pediatric doctor or a nurse. Maybe some of you are a teacher's aide. Something having to do with children, working with children. Maybe you deliver babies. It's a part of a life purpose. And then we have Vanessa. To make your decision, ask yourself, which way brings me closer to my divine purpose? Which way takes me away from it? So for some of you, you need to ask yourselves, are people distracting you? Are the company you keep, is that keeping you away from your life purpose? Are your thoughts keeping you away from your life purpose? Should I be doing this, this, or this? Does this bring me what I want or further away from what I want? So some of you need to ask yourselves those questions. If I start a relationship with so-and-so, how does this help me? How does this help me to progress in life? So that's food for thought, something that you guys have to work on. All right, so now we're going to go to the shadow attribute cards, the shadow deck. Yep. Oh, or not. Or not. Oh, Vanessa again. To make your decision, ask yourself, which way brings me closer to my divine purpose and which way takes me away from it? So ask yourselves that question. When the cards fly out that have already come out, that's like big emphasis. This is somebody who needs to hear this. So if this is you and you need to hear this, decision time. To make your decision, ask yourself, which way brings me closer to my divine purpose? Which way takes me away from it? So, for example, I knew if I stayed in my small town, I would never be able to do anything really. Does that mean people who live in small towns can't do anything? No. I'm talking about me personally. That was not a place where I could thrive. I'm a great big fish in a small pond. There's no way to make that comfortable. There's no way. When you're a unicorn, you know, among a lot of khaki, you know, when you're all glitter and rainbows, among people wearing khaki, no offense to people who wear khakis. I'm not saying that people in my small town even wear that. I'm just saying, like, let's say a beige room, you know, with a unicorn standing in the middle of it. I don't think people are going to notice the beige room. I think they're going to notice the unicorn. And not everybody likes things that glitter, shine, and sparkle. Not everybody likes that. People like to, what is that saying? People like to throw rocks at shiny things. So I knew for me, in order for me to have a good life, I could not stay there. My whole family lives there. Everything I know was there. But I knew that would take me away from what I needed. So for some of you, maybe it's the location you're in. For some of you, maybe it's the relationship you're in. Maybe for you, it's the job you're in. Maybe for you, it's your association to people. Maybe certain friends. Whatever this may be. Maybe it's the major you're taking in college. Maybe that's taking you away from your life purpose. So you guys, each person, it's going to be different. For some of you, maybe it's, you know, maybe you just have to change your clothes. Maybe you just have to change what you wear. Maybe you need to put on some makeup. Maybe you need a haircut. Maybe you need to get some hair extensions. For each person, it's going to be different. Maybe it's going to be this big, and for some of you, it's going to be huge. Whatever decision you have to make could be small or big, but which you have to ask yourself, which way is going to get you closer to what you want? Which way? So it's your decision to make. Now, let's go to the shadow cards. And I just want to say this real quick. I know I've mentioned this before, but you should not be basing your lives on whether or not people approve of you. As long as you're not committing crimes, as long as you're not harming others, do what you want. As long as you're, you know, as long as you're not hurting yourself, others, you know, as long as you're not tearing other people down, do what you want, because people are going to judge you no matter what you do. If you stay down, they're going to judge you. If you raise up, they're going to judge you. If you wear black lipstick, they're going to judge you. If you wear tan lipstick, they're going to judge you. Whatever you do. If you're a unicorn, they're going to judge you. If you're a roach, they're going to judge you. So no matter what you do, you're going to be judged. So how about you be the judge of yourself, and you love yourself, and you put yourself first. Again, without harming others. We're not harming others. That's not what we want, right? We can still get what we want. We can still live happily ever after without harming anybody. Whether this is harming somebody's beliefs, feelings, any of that stuff. We can do all of these things without hurting other people. That's the goal. because everything we do creates a vibration, remember? So we're trying to create a vibration of, and I know you guys will be like, Jamie, don't say it, of love and light. That's what we want to do. We want to create a happy, peaceful environment. Just think of a time where you felt safe, where you walked in a room and you just felt welcomed and happy, and you felt like you belonged. That's, at least for me personally, that's the vibration that I want to create. People have told me this so many times, Jamie, when I'm around you, I feel safe and protected and nurtured. I don't know what it is about you, but I do. I just want to sit next to you. Grown women who are older than me say this. They're like, Jamie, I know if you're around, I'm going to be safe. I just kind of know it. Let me stand next to her. Even strangers, they say like similar things. I don't know. And I'm not saying this to toot my own horn. I'm saying this so that you guys can ask yourselves, is that the energy you give off? Do you make people feel bad about themselves? Are you looking people up and down? Are you rolling your eyes? Are you being disrespectful to people? Then you're creating a vibration of discomfort, a vibration of anger, a vibration of, I'm mad, so I'm going to take it out on somebody else. We don't want to create that. We're trying to create happy, peaceful vibrations of, yes, love and light. Like a blanket, like there's an invisible blanket wrapped around everybody. And I know you guys are like, Jamie, why do you even care? Because I have kids, because they have to go out into this world. That's why. Don't you have kids? Do you want your kids to go out into a bad world? So how about you start sending out the right vibrations? Simple, right? All right, so let's do the shadow cards. Okay, so as you guys remember from a few weeks ago, I know there's new viewers all the time, so sometimes I use the same cards, but I try to mix them up because I've got lots of different cards. So anyway, if the cards are upright, that's the light attribute. If they are in the reverse, that's a shadow attribute. All of us have light attributes and shadow attributes. So when people are referred to doing shadow work, that's anything low vibrational about ourselves that we can change. So let's say somebody's a very nice husband. A very nice husband, provides for the family, is very romantic to his wife, but he loves to go out and, cheat. He loves to stick it in any hole that he can find. There's nobody around, so don't worry. Nobody can hear me. He loves to stick it in any hole that he can find. Anything. Light sockets, wherever. Okay? That's his shadow attribute. That he cannot stay faithful. So that's something that he would need to work on. Otherwise, he's great. So let's say, Bob was a straight A student. Bob is good to his parents. Bob loves animals, but Bob won't stop. That could be a shadow attribute and or addiction, right? Let's say, Jane, or no, let's do Bobby Joe. Bobby Joe works at a diner and Bobby Joe likes to talk smack about all the customers. That's Bobby Joe's shadow attribute. Maybe she's great at her job. Maybe she's, people like her, but she's just a nasty person that needs to change. So these are just shadow attributes that you yourself or people around you may have. So nobody take offense to this. Work on where you need, work on things. I think the only people that don't want to work on themselves are narcissists. So if you hear something negative about yourself, or people keep telling you the same thing over and over again, or this about yourself and you're like, I'm just going to be a bad person, because I want to be and I should be, then you're probably a narcissist. And then we have artist. Oh, got 2 more, 3 more. Okay. 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 Well, the good news is nothing came out in the reverse. Okay. So we've got companion at the bottom of the deck. Light attribute, loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. So just out of curiosity, let's also read the shadow attribute. What would be the shadow side of this? So I think that's what I'm going to do. Since they're all upright, these are all, light attributes, but let's do what the shadow would be. Okay, companion. Betrayal by misusing confidences, loss of personal identity. So if you guys are in the upright, which you are, loyalty, tenacity, and unselflessness. So for some of you, you're a good friend, a good companion, a good confidant, a good person. But if it was in the reverse, you would just be taking somebody's personal information to blackmail them later. So now we have artist. Light attribute, expressing a dimension of life that's beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. So for some of you, you're an artist, and through whatever your works may be, you're able to show people a different side, a different perspective on things. So this is, if this is you, this is a really good thing. This is a positive thing. Because I do feel like life is about beauty as well. You know, it's subjective, whatever you think of art, whether it's singing, whether it's dance, whether it's, you know, paint, whether it's a book. Now we have child, magical. Light attributes, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things. The belief that everything is possible. So for some of you, you have a childlike energy as far as looking on the bright side, thinking positive, knowing that everything is going to be all right. You just know it. It's going to be okay. And then we have shadow attribute. Pessimism, depression, a disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and actions are not required for growth. So that's the shadow attribute. So for some people, they feel like the universe just owes them. It doesn't matter if I'm a bad person. It doesn't matter if I'm a liar, a cheater, a thief. It doesn't matter if I hate everybody. It doesn't matter if I'm a racist. I still deserve. Give me. Pessimism, depression, a disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and actions are not required for growth. Thankfully, this was in the upright, so hopefully none of you are the shadow. Rescuer, provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. So the rescuer. And then we have shadow attributes. Assume that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. So that's the shadow attribute. As I've said for years and years and years, if you guys cannot afford to give somebody something, if you cannot afford to give, don't give. And what I mean by that is, for example, back when I lived in a very, very big city, there would be homeless people outside, you know, the medians and, you know, on the, you know, as the traffic lights would stop, they would run up to your cars. And I always gave money because growing up in my small town, I had never, there may have been homeless people, but I never saw one. You know, there might have been a lot, but I never saw any homeless people begging for money. I never did. So I was shell-shocked when I saw thousands and thousands and thousands. So like literally I'm just rolling down my window for everybody and just passing out money. Even when I didn't have money for myself, like it was like my last $10 and I'd be like, well, you can have $1 of it. I guess you can too. And you too. That leaves me with $2. I guess that's enough for me to eat. I don't know. So I was, you know, but anyway, so later on I noticed that a lot of these people that were begging me for money and other people, they were getting into BMWs and and cars better than mine. So I got hustled. So I could have been like, give me back my money, I'm mad. No, I gave it, and whatever they do with that money is theirs. I was the sucker to give them the money, right? I can't be mad. Same thing with family. I have a lot of family members that badmouth me. They call me up, can you buy me a computer? I really need it. Here's a computer. They badmouth me some more. Hey, Jamie, I need rent money. I give them rent money. They badmouth me and make up lies about me some more. The Leo brother that I was just talking about. Same thing with him. Badmouths me and then expects for me to buy shit and pay for things. But see, that's me giving. Nobody made me do that. If you can't afford to give, don't give it. And what I mean by that is if you're going to hold a grudge, if you're going to assume that the rescued will reciprocate, that means that that's a shadow attribute. That means that there's something wrong with your process. Of course, I probably shouldn't be, I mean, I'm sure what I'm doing is a shadow attribute as well. You probably shouldn't be, you know, going out of your way for people who hate your guts, right? So that's something I'm working on. So that's a shadow attribute I guess I have to work on. But if for those of you that are rescuers or help people, like to help people, do it without expectation. So let's say you rescue animals. Don't be like, I'm sick and tired of people, not spaying and neutering their animals, and now I have to shelter them. That's a shadow attribute. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Don't help if you don't want to help. If you're going to complain about it, then that's something you should not be doing. So, yeah. And then we have good old prostitute in the upright. Let's see what this is. Light attribute accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, accentuates the challenge of surviving. I don't know. Without negotiating the power of your spirit. Okay, and look at this picture. So I don't know. I guess it's a good thing. And then we have the shadow. So I'm going to read that's why I wanted to read both parts so that you guys aren't like, wait a minute. How is this a light attribute, Jamie? Okay, so we're going to figure out, we're going to compare it to the shadow. Shadow attribute. Places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. So I guess groveling for money, doing degrading things for money, I guess. And then maybe the other one is, so I guess it's kind of like, sorry, somebody wrote something. I guess in one way they're saying somebody maybe is degrading themselves for money, and then in other ways, so it's kind of like an Instagram model. They're making a lot of money being suggestive. Maybe they're not doing anything, but they're being suggestive. So I guess they're not really, but then but the shadow one is the ones that are not being suggestive, I guess. Trickster, light attribute. So we're going to read both because trickster is not good. Okay. Trickster. Light attribute, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. So I guess for some of you, I guess you're transcending, like, I guess what this means is, I guess where maybe people would think something is basic, you find the magic in it, you find a way to, turn a frown upside down kind of energy. And then we have shadow attribute, manipulating others through duplicity. So by being two-faced, by faking something, trickery. So the shadow attribute would be, manipulating. So in another way, maybe you're manipulating yourself into thinking kind of like what my grandma would say. When we would complain about not having food or not having enough, my grandma would be like, well, how are you looking at this? Is the glass half full or is it half empty? Like literally every time we would complain, my grandma would say that every time. And we complained a lot as kids. We were always complaining. So she'd be like, and then we would be like, well, how is the glass half full? Duh, it's half empty. We don't have this, or this. So my grandma would be like, well, do you have a roof over your head? I know some people who don't. You're with your siblings. I know some people that don't even have any brothers or sisters. So automatically the glass is half full. So I guess that's what they mean by, psyching yourself out to believe that things are not as bad as they are, which I think is a good thing. That's a good thing to do. A good survival tactic. Okay, mother. Okay, light attributes. Nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. So some of you really enjoy nurturing others, taking care of others, being a mother, helping out others, helping out society. And the shadow attribute would be smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. Okay. So for some of you, okay, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. I was just thinking of something that I said to my youngest. Of course I don't mean this. He goes, Mama, I want to be big. I said, I don't want you to be big because if you get big, then you're going to get married and have kids and you're going to forget about me. But I was like joking. I wasn't being, but it kind of made me laugh because I was just talking about this. Of course he can get married and have kids when he's an adult. I'm going to let him go. I'm not stopping him from doing any of those. I was just kind of joking. All right. He's a baby. I mean, he's not going anywhere anytime soon, so we don't have to worry about that yet. Okay, but anyway. So the shadow attribute would be smothering, which is not good. We don't want to do any of that. abandoning. We don't want to do any of that. Children, we don't want to smother or abandon children. That's not good. We don't want to instill guilt in children for becoming independent. We don't want to do any of those things. So so thankfully it came in the upright, so you guys are just being great parents. And then we have addict. We're going to try to figure out what the light attribute is of that. Light attribute helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. That is a light attribute. So again, what we were talking about earlier, if you guys see something in yourselves that needs to change, it could be addictive behavior. So stalking, obsession, overeating, drinking, drugging, whatever it may be. So it says that you guys are recognizing and confronting addictive behaviors, which is great. And then we have shadow attribute. Compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over the inner spirit. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to succumb to our addictions, or I don't have addictions other than coffee, tea, meditation, and shopping, and food, and tarot. But anyway, so for those of you that are facing addiction issues, you're hopefully you won't compromise integrity and honesty. You won't allow addictive patterns to have authority over your inner spirit. Now we have hedonist. Let's find out why this is good. Light attribute. Inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life. Celebrates the beauty in yourself. And so I guess that's good to love yourself. And then we have shadow attribute. Pursues pleasure to the detriment of health. Indulges at the expense of others. So maybe somebody likes to spend all the money in your bank. Maybe somebody's just using you for your money. Maybe somebody is like Bob and sticks it in every hole that they can find, possibly unprotected, and is risking their health for pleasure. Or this could be Bobby Joe doing this, either or. So somebody might be out there just, doing some wild things, putting their health at risk, which I hope not. This was in the upright. So for most of you, you're doing the right things. Good, good. And then we have Avenger. I've been recording a lot, so I'm losing my voice as I'm talking to you guys. So if you guys are wondering what's going on, that's what it is. Avenger, light attributes, desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. So somebody who seeks social justice. So it could be those people that expose those Karens. People want everybody to do the right thing, be nice, all that good stuff. Then we have shadow attribute. Resorting to violence in the name oh God. Resorting to violence, Kyle Rittenhouse. Resorting to violence in the name of a cause. Or the guy who shot up the Walmart. Just, yeah. Let's not do that. Let's do none of that. And then we have night. Light attribute. Loyalty, romance, a love of honor. So that's good. And then we have shadow attribute. Alliance to destructive ruler or principles, romantic delusions. So for some of you, you feel like, oh yeah, they want to be with me. I got to come rescue them. I got to be with them. But they told you 72 times to stop calling. So don't do that. So it came in the upright. So most of you are very romantic, loving, and you're nice and all that good stuff. And for others of you, if you are the shadow attribute, it's not nice to be a stalker. It's not nice. And then we've got Femme Fatale. Light attributes. Highlight the erotic energy of the feminine. Opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. So for some of you, you're a siren. You're a siren and you own it and you're safe about it and you're productive with this and you don't overdo it. And then we have shadow attribute. Inappropriate use of sexuality, attachment to money and power. So for some of you, you do what you got to do. I don't judge anybody in any walk of life that they do. So I just personally don't. If a man wants to be a stripper, let him do it. If a man wants to walk the streets for money, that's his business. I wouldn't let my man do it. I wouldn't let a guy I'm dating do it. Same with a female. If a female wants to do this, and she's a grown adult and she's making her own decisions, I feel like she should be allowed to do whatever she wants. Of course, this shouldn't be like the long-term goal, but if that's what she wants to do, let her do it. If that's what he wants to do, let him do it. As long as it's, nobody's being exploited as far as, unwillingly, then that's, you know, if somebody's being exploited unwillingly, that's a problem, of course. Okay, so this is getting really, really long, so I'm gonna call it quits right here. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, check out the website, jamiezebra23.com. I've got 2 other tarot card channels. I've got Jamie Zebra 23 Tarot and Missing in Action Tarot. I'm available 365 days a year, 7 days a week. That includes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all holidays, every day. Yep, jamiezebra23.com. Ta-ta for now. Love you long time. Oh, happy holidays. Happy Turkey Day. Of course, we're not celebrating, you know, Native Americans being harmed. That's not what we're doing. We're not... I don't know. Okay, jamiezebra23.com to